memory is so hard to understand. What's the Sea of Stars?
Were you researching the origins of life? The Sea of Stars, the primordial dragon? Magister, why were you studying these things? Do they have something to do with magic? Wait, you were even researching the goddess Dura and her divine authority? Dura above! Most believers and the Temple of Light would consider this blasphemy.
No wonder you kept these memories locked away. They're secrets that must never be revealed.
Don't worry, we'll keep what we saw a secret.
The rest of the memory stars are floating up high! I can't reach any of them! I'll try a levitation spell. I'm sorry. It should be fine now, alright?
That must be it!
As expected of Merlin, the legendary Magister.
Jervin! What?
What's wrong? Isn't this what you all wanted? To see me as I truly am! Are you satisfied now? The memory star I wanted. You really did find it. Hand it over, or I'll take it by force. Need a moment to decide.
Jervin? Your legs. They really are healed.
You've suspected me for some time, haven't you? All those tests, those probing questions. Well, here's your answer, clear as day. Are you satisfied now?
Why would you sink so low? Don't you care about yourself or your family's honor?
Oh, I care plenty about myself. That's why when the Adamant Syndicate offered me a way to heal my legs, I agreed without a second thought. As for my family, what have they ever given me? A marquis, heir to the Hastings line, a man of rank and power in the court. How could he be someone who can't even walk without a wheelchair? Doesn't Marquis Gervais have any other heirs? How disgraceful! If I had been whole, those whispers would never have reached my ears. My family was watching me, testing me. They wanted to see if I could live up to the Hastings name. They weighed my worth, judged me, and looked for a place to set me down like a cracked piece of porcelain. But I'm not porcelain. I healed myself!
If you had just talked to someone, your friends.
Friends. What good would that do? Could they make me the next Marquis? But the Adamant Syndicate was different. They promised to restore my legs, to give me everything a Marquis should possess. All I have to do is take the memory star from your hands.
Don't even think about it! Jevin, this is the real Magister Merlin. You can't possibly win!
The Adamant Syndicate is just using you as a pawn. Once they get what they want, they'll throw you away.
It's too late for that, Sylvan. You know me. Once I choose a path, I don't turn back. And I can't now. I know you're Merlin. The one I once looked up to, the one I could never catch up to. My greatest rival. But I've made my choice. Merlin, on behalf of your dear friend, I've brought you a gift. He said you'd love it.
Jervin, stop! You set all of this in motion, and now you don't have the stomach to see it through?
See it through. To my failure. Again. Why? Why can't I ever win? I've given everything I had, but someone always stands in my way. First, Cassidy. And now you. Why should one accident make me lose everything? I fought so hard to prove myself, yet I can never surpass the natural prodigy. Merlin, you're a living legend. People sing of your deeds. Honor surrounds you. And you've never even had to pay a price. Why you? Why does someone like you get everything while I get nothing? Trade places. But what?
But you'll also have to sacrifice yourself for Asperia, just like Merlin did. We saw her memories, her doubts, and yet even so, she made the right choice. Could you do the same?
Magister Merlin is right, Jervin. You were born with every advantage. A name that opens doors. Even without a title, you had more resources than any of us could dream of. Look at me. I'm just ordinary. Born into a fallen noble family. I scraped my way into the Serene Lyceum, but I'm nothing special. My luck isn't good or bad, it's just average. But I have my own goal. You all know that. I swore I would restore my family's honor. Jervin, whether it's walking the path of magic or being your friend, everything I did was for that goal. And even if I lost everything, I wouldn't give up. I'd find another way, keep moving forward. That's my path.
That's your path, not mine. So, what now? You're going to interrogate me here, or throw me in a cell?
No, that's not our call. We're turning you over to Envoy Evie. She'll handle it from there.
Do as you like. I'll be waiting in my cell. Let's see which one of you ends up the true winner.
Merlin, at this point, with Siren as the mastermind, will the Royal Court even recognize the new Court Mage?
It's hard to believe, but I doubt this will even leave a scratch on Siren's reputation.
What? How? We have Jervin! Envoy Evie will surely get him to confess everything.
You're thinking of court politics like it's a straightforward game. Siren only served as a judge for the exam. He never got directly involved in anything else. He knows the court inside out. The balance between the royal family, the nobles, and the Temple of Light, and he's used it to his advantage. He's kept his hands clean, stirring the pot, letting others do the work. The headmaster's death, the corruption in the exam, none of it can be tied to him. And did you notice? Even when he was cornered, Jervin never mentioned his name.
It's all so convoluted.
A man as sharp as Siren has surely already destroyed every shred of evidence linking him to Jervin. And as for him knowing dark magic, if that gets out, it'll be a minor scandal, nothing more.
So, we're still going through the process of choosing a new Court Mage today?
It seems so.
Then, who will it be? Jervin's out. That leaves Cassidy and... Wait, Magister Merlin, you? Then that leaves... Cassidy.
Exactly. Only 3 made the finals. With Jervin disqualified and Magister Merlin declining, the role falls to Cassidy.
But Merlin, do you think I should be a Court Mage? My heart. Merlin, I need some time to think. I've decided. I want to become a Court Mage. Magister Merlin, you know me. I'm bad with people. I don't understand court politics. And to be honest, I'm still pretty clueless about what a court mage even does. But I want to become one. Not for the prestige, not because I'm especially talented, but because I've decided to take on the responsibility. All this time, I've had my head buried in my research, dreaming of becoming a scholar, partly because I loved it, but also perhaps without realizing it. I was hiding.
Hiding? But you're not like me. There's no way you'd get expelled. At the Lyceum, there's nothing you need to be afraid of.
From everything I wasn't good at. I built myself a perfect, pristine world of magic in those pages. A place no one else could bother. But I forgot that even then, you can't run from everything forever.
Yeah, sometimes the current just sweeps you up and carries you along. It happens to everyone. Commoners, nobles, maybe even the gods.
I've done a lot of thinking these past few days, trying to figure out what I really need, what I truly want. But I couldn't answer. It wasn't until just now, seeing your memories in the Stellar Chamber, that I understood. It's not just about what you want, it's about what you can do. Vesperia is full of stories about heroes. They're all so grand, but I only just realized the greatest thing about them isn't their power. It's the choices they made. Every single one of them chose to step up instead of standing aside. They chose responsibility over their own self-interest. Just like you, Magister Merlin. Even though you were scared, even though you hesitated, in the end, you chose to make the sacrifice. You saved the world. I love magic. I love how wonderful it is, how creative. But before, I only ever thought about studying it and creating new spells. I never stopped to ask who I was doing it for. Now I know. I'm going to take this on. I'll become a court mage, step into a world I know nothing about, and use whatever power I have to help people.
From what we've seen, he's not easy to deal with.
It will be dangerous. I'll be scared, but I believe I can get through it. If I'm selected, you'll at least have someone on the inside, Merlin. Additionally, I want to become a court mage because I want to stop Siren and the Adamant Syndicate.
Magister Merlin, what do you think? Of course I am, but not because of Cassidy winning. It's because I know I still have a lot of growing up to do. I'm going to work twice as hard. Maybe next time they hold a selection exam, I'll be the one who wins. But if we don't turn in the Memory Star, Cassidy technically fails the final exam. Siren will declare the exam invalid, and he'll be back in control.
So, will we swap it with a fake?
Siren would know how to spot a forgery. He'd disqualify Cassidy for cheating.
This is so frustrating. This is your tower, Magister Merlin. How does Siren get the final say? You have a plan? Huh?
Is that the device for creating memory stars?
I get it. You're going to make a new one just for the selection judges.
This is brilliant! And he can't even complain about it. It's your property, Merlin. You get to decide what's in it.
Now that everything's settled, let's go. Everyone should be waiting in Solstice Hall.
Cassidy, don't be nervous.
Pippa, you're shaking more than I am.
Alrighty, Magister Merlin.
Whatever's waiting for us now can't be tougher than the fight we just had.
I've gone over what I need to do 100 times in my head. I won't mess this up.
So, only the two of you made it this far? That would mean Jervin's out of the picture then. How curious. Let's see which of you has what it takes to claim the title of Court Mage.
Magister Siren, as the exam instructed, I retrieved this memory star from Merlin's hidden tower.
Oh, how impressive. Truly, the Serene Lyceum still produces the occasional prodigy. But I wonder, does this particular memory star really meet the exam's criteria? I'll need to examine it closely. Cassidy, I'm afraid this memory star fails to meet the exam's requirements. Unless you have a compelling explanation, the rules leave me no choice but to mark your performance as a failure. And since none of the other candidates have succeeded either, well, I'll simply have to declare this year's selection void. A dreadful shame. I was hoping to avoid writing another letter of regret to the capital. Headmistress Dorella, I must say I'm disappointed. Perhaps a review of your faculty roster is in order. Dismiss anyone unqualified or chronically.
No, Magister Siren. I can assure you this is the exact memory star you requested. Because this memory star was personally verified by Magister Merlin herself.
Don't be absurd. Everyone knows she hasn't shown herself in years.
Say that again, Cassidy.
Magister Merlin herself entrusted this to me. How can she not know her own possessions? Isn't that right, Merlin?
Fascinating. And yet, as Merlin's old friend, I'm not so easily convinced. Surely you can offer some proof.
Merlin, that mark. It really is you.
So you'd reveal your identity before all these witnesses, after hiding it for so long. Brave or reckless? Aren't you afraid it might backfire? 20 years changes everyone. You don't know me as well as you think you do. Either way, I'm glad to see your return. I can't imagine living in obscurity suited you.
Magister Siren, with Magister Merlin's personal verification, there should be no question about this memory star, right?
Since Merlin herself says so, how could I possibly disagree? Cassidy, congratulations. You've officially passed the Court Mage selection exam. The seat is yours. The formal appointment will follow once the palace has been notified. I do hope you're ready for the responsibility. As Chief Court Mage, I will be watching your career with great interest.
I understand, Magister Siren. And thank you, Magister Merlin.